Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, May 13. The $56 million Hagley Park Road Improvement Project is on track for completion by the end of this summer. That news comes from Ramona Lawson, Senior Communications and Customer Services Officer at the National Works Agency, NWA. She tells JIS News that with the overpass bridge now paved, work is being done to allow access.
So what we're working on now is to complete the approach ramps or roads to the higher overpass. We are working now on the Hagley Park side of it, and we should be completed there in a matter of days in terms of putting in the fill and proceeding to do the pavement works.
Ms. Lawson says pavement works have concluded on a 250-meter section between Maho Drive and the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the direction of Halfway Tree. Work will continue into mid-May to complete another 1 kilometer above Keesing Avenue. After that, the NWA will pave the opposite side of the carriageway, heading to 3 miles.
While we are working on the pavement aspect of the project, we are also working on installing the jersey barriers as well. And there are now just a few properties outstanding where we are currently retracting the boundary walls. So those works continue.
The Hagley Park Road Improvement Project is designed to significantly improve traffic flow in the corporate area. 2 surveillance vessels and 4 pickup trucks have been added to the Jamaica Defense Force JDF Coast Guard fleet to boost its operational capacity. The donation was made on Thursday by Charge d'Affaires at the U.S. Embassy Eric Kant to JDF's Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Rocky Meade.
The maritime patrol aircraft working with the offshore patrol vessels and the inshore patrol vessels that the U.S. donated will allow us to better tackle the illegal trafficking and other criminal activity that takes place via our maritime space.
The items are the final delivery of a $7.7 million package from the embassy that includes 5 Boston whalers, 5 secure all-round flotation-equipped safe boats, and 4 pickup trucks.
We hope that these boats will enhance the JDF's capacity to secure Jamaica's beautiful coast and waters, and ability to coordinate with international partners in tracking and disrupting criminal activities that hinder the growth of this region.
Head of the European Union delegation to Jamaica, Ambassador Malgorzata Wasilewska, says the EU's continued budgetary support to Jamaica is a signal of trust in the country's economic progress.
Budget support is a particular modality that a country has to qualify for, and it's not granted to everybody because there has to be sound public finance management, transparency, accountability, reporting, and so on. Ambassador
Wasilewska was speaking on the JIS's Get the Facts program recently. Over the years, Jamaica has benefited from over €250 million in budgetary support from the EU to undertake policy reforms in the macroeconomy, as well as the justice and security sectors. Just last month, Jamaica and the EU signed 2 multi-million-dollar grant agreements, providing $3.6 million to finance the country's public financial management reform program and €16.5 million to improve Jamaica's forestry management. Over the next 6 months, Dr. Wesley Hughes will lead a team in public discussions and consultation with critical stakeholders on the Green Paper for the National Health Insurance Plan. At the end of that process, the Green Paper will be revised and approved for phased implementation in the next financial year. The document was tabled in Parliament on Tuesday by Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton. He says the Green Paper is expected to lead a final proposal for providing appropriate levels of access, coverage, and financial protection to the population.
Too many Jamaicans are being denied access, and we have to fix it. And in that fix has to be a financial model to dealing with this. And that's what the National Health Insurance Green Paper that is tabled today is intended on doing.
In the meantime, Minister Tufton says government is looking to amend relevant legislation that will require private health insurance holders to use their coverage at public facilities.
Over the coming months, we will have discussions to amend the law where appropriate to ensure that we have access at least to the database so that we can charge against the private insurers when they use the public health system.
Labour and Social Security Minister Shahini Robinson is calling for increased public support in the fight against child labour. The minister's renewed call comes as the nation prepares to observe Workers' Week 2019 from May 19 to 25 under the theme, Yes to Decent Work, No to Child Labour.
We believe that the issue of child labour is everybody's business and that it is an unacceptable and illegal practice which must end.
According to a 2016 Jamaica Youth Activity Survey, over 38,000 children are involved in child labour. Minister Robinson says that in addition to a public education campaign, work is ongoing with the U.S. Department of Labor and Windrock International to stem child labor. During Workers' Week, the ministry will lay wreath at the Aggie Bernard Monument in downtown Kingston on May 20 and host an awards banquet to mark the centennial of the International Labour Organization and Jamaica's trade unions on May 22. And finally, the Institute of Sports in Sports Primary School Track and Field Championship will now be held in 3 regional zones: Eastern, Western, and Central. The changes, which take effect for the 2019 championship, will see a record of 217 schools participating from all parishes. Stadium East in Kingston will host the Eastern Regional Championship. The Central Regional Championship will be battled at G.C. Foster College in St. Catherine, and St. Elizabeth Technical High School will accommodate the Western Regional Championship. Sport Minister Olivia Grange, who made the announcement recently, says the changes are necessary to accommodate the increase in the number of participating schools. She says it will also allow for more distribution of prizes.
This year, the top school will receive $250,000. And this is in each zone. The second place, $200,000. And the third place, $150,000. So we have tripled the prizes that we will give out this year because we're talking about 3 zones.
Schools that place from 4th to 10th place will receive $75,000 each to purchase well-needed sporting gears and equipment. Minister Grange also announced that the top winner of hurdles events at each zone meet will receive a set of hurdles to improve their skills. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.